One of the hardest things about living with fibromyalgia, or any chronic illness really, is how much life changes constantly. And it sometimes feels like it's out of your control. The last few weeks have been quite changeable for me as well. I received another diagnosis, which I'll talk about another time. And then after that, it was my son's 21st birthday as well. So there were some good times as well, but busy times. And then there's the normal life challenges that we all live with. Struggling to pay bills, just the household chores, doing all the normal tasks of life, but doing all of that with an illness on top of it. And just that fact sometimes is more difficult than people realize. People either have no illnesses and they still have stresses because of the normal day-to-day life that we all lead, or they have all those stresses of day-to-day life plus an illness. And it's become such a norm these days to have a condition that I think sometimes people don't actually realize what it means on a day-to-day basis. And this is the reason why I don't like the term fibro warriors. I prefer the term fibro heroes, because it's a struggle and a challenge that we overcome every single day. And sometimes we give into it, and that's okay. But we continue to try to live life, not as a fight, but overcoming constantly. Overcoming the pain, the fatigue, the challenges, never mind the normal day-to-day of trying to pay your bills, etc. So, yeah, it's been a tough few weeks for me, and I know this isn't my normal type of video, but I thought I'd just share something that's very real, because that's what I want to do on this channel, keep things very real. Now, with all the changes of the last few weeks, and we're possibly looking at moving house as well, so there's all of that been going on in the background. I've found that there's been days that I haven't been able to sleep because of something that's happened during the day. And then it's taken me 2 or 3 days to get back to a reasonable routine. And then there's been more pain around. There's been the busyness. There's been more irritability because we're struggling to cope with the energy that's needed to handle all the things that are going on at the same time. So, yeah, it's been uncomfortable, but I feel like I'm finally getting back on track. My mood is still all over the place a little bit, up and down. And I think that one of the things that's kept me going during this time is that I have been able to stick to my routines. Now, I do say to people there's lots of strategies that we can have to manage our symptoms and our conditions, but at the same time, I do acknowledge that it's not easy. I mean, when I was going through the worst part of this over the last few weeks, the best I could do for myself was ask my husband to get me some gluten-free bread, because I just needed some comfort and something that I could eat quickly, so that I kept eating, even though I didn't feel like it at times. The main thing I wanted to say today is I really understand it's not easy. I do try to tell you strategies that can be implemented seemingly easily, but I acknowledge at the same time it's hard to stick to those routines when you're not just in the middle of a flare. I wouldn't say this was a flare. I think this was just normal life, really, living with a condition. So let's keep it real that it's very, very tough to look after yourself and to live a life with fibromyalgia or any chronic illness. But at the same time, the fact that we keep trying and we keep going and we keep doing it means that you are all heroes. It's not that you're fighting a fight, it's that you are winning every day. You get through another day. And that's amazing, really. The kind of things I did find that helped me, I did stick to my normal routine. I did have my water in the mornings, and I did do my stretches and my exercises as far as I could. And then obviously at the same time, I'm trying to maintain the channel, which has been a distraction and a welcome one, really, from all the normal life stuff. Doing the channel is something I really enjoy. It is one of the things that gives me some distraction and gives me some creative time. So that is one of the things that always keeps me moving forward, is the fact that I know that I want to try and put out a video each week at the very least. So I kept doing the things that I enjoy doing. I did have a lot more days off, I have to admit, and a lot more days of rest. And I did try to stick to my normal routine with my stretches at the very minimum. And I ate the usual meals. I couldn't always eat as healthy. I had to do a bit more convenience food, and that's okay. These are the things that I talk about in a lot of my videos, and they do work. And the difference they make is, I mean, I could still be resting very much today or tomorrow for the next few weeks, but it just meant that I could keep mobile, I could keep getting up and out of bed, and I could keep a basic level of functioning, even if I wasn't doing everything that someone without a chronic illness would be able to do in their life. So, yeah, it's been a tough few weeks, but at the same time, these strategies that I talk about, they do help, but I wanted to acknowledge that it's not easy, and I know it's not easy. And if you do get yourself up every day, you have some hot water, and you do a little bit of movement, you are winning already. You are a hero already. So keep up the great work, and we'll get through this together. None of us are alone in this, and I really hope that the channel is supporting you. And I know it supports me every day. It sustains me to keep doing this work. It's not easy trying to run a YouTube channel when you've got chronic condition, but at the same time, it's been one of the biggest joys of recent years for me. So I appreciate you all out there. Thank you. Let's keep looking after each other and supporting each other. Until next time, take care and be well.